Hey guys, Jerry here and welcome back to GregTech. As you saw last time, I made a rock crusher and the magic has finally happened. I am able to recycle my tools in this thing. Yes, I can recycle tools in it. I can't recycle all tools though, like the GregTech specific tools, the hammer and the wrench are not able to be recycled, even though they're some of the most expensive ones, but at least everything else I've managed to just stuff in there and it works. It even gives a bit of the wood back in terms of wood pulp that you can then burn or whatever. So, yes, I can recycle my tools, finally. All the steel dust here we can remelt in the blast furnaces, so that's good. We have a lot of coal coke going. I'm using actually a lot to I don't know if you saw down here, but I've moved another coal boiler down here, so this one produces 4 Minecraft joules per tick. So I got a bunch of coal just burning in these guys, plenty of water in them as well, to keep this one going. So I have a lot of stuff in here that I want to refine. And take the last bit of the wood pulp here. So as you can see, I've managed to get a bunch of byproducts. I have silver dust from the lead ore, I have sulfur dust, and basically, we can now improve our electricity power system. So that's really, really nice. Now, the odd thing about this is that, oh, look how quickly it burns. It's only 60 EU per tick, each one, so it takes like no time at all. But again, it doesn't really serve any purpose other than that. So anyway, I've dismantled the entire steam system and left it with only this and one furnace here. Because sometimes this one does produce a bit more steam than we can consume, so it's nice to have somewhere to burn it off. Anyway, what I was gonna say is that the issue with the whole power generation is that we actually need lead dust, and we can't clean up lead dust. Like we can't clean the dirty lead dust that this one makes. What we can do is we can melt it into ingots, and then we can macerate these again. And then use this lead dust here in the battery. So that's what I've done. I've made a bunch of new lead ore here, and we're basically just gonna crush this. I think we can crush it in here actually, and then we should be able to make new batteries. We need at least 3 batteries to make the storage unit for the next power tier. Then after that, I think it's pretty much just if you want to get like the improved, like there's an item called a battery pack, which you can wear on your back, and you can then recharge your electric tool from it. But since the jackhammer here is the only electric tool we really have, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Now the other thing that I need to mention is that I have a couple of slime balls. Basically, the ravine that you saw me dig into last time with the bronze jackhammer, it contains access to a tunnel that spawns slimes. So we have that option as well, and that actually gives us quite a few options if properly utilized. Now, while the lead downstairs is cooking, we can actually make that blast furnace. I have a bunch of automatic E-furnaces here, I have steel machine hulls, and I have copper ingots, so we can get the induction furnaces, 2 of those. Then we can take these 2, we can take these 4 coils here that I've made, a steel hull, and what is the last thing? That's electronic circuits, I think. Yeah, there we go, industrial blast furnace. Now this thing is absolutely useless on its own, we need machine casings. So, we need actually we need some standard, and we need a couple of reinforced. Like I think we need to make 2 recipes of this one. So if we put that in there, you can see, okay, we need steel plates, we need advanced circuits. Do I have any of those? I know I have some somewhere. I've made a couple. But whether there's one there. I think we're gonna need 2 recipes worth of it. So we need more advanced circuits. Which is why I had lead ore down in the rock crusher, because at one point I made some... Let me just quickly have a look up here, see if we have anything lying around. At one point I made these little things, advanced circuit parts, which you can use to make cheaper advanced circuits, but they only work with electrum, and that's why I want the silver from the lead dust byproduct. But we also need a bunch of the standard machine casings here, which is a much easier recipe, so we can, if we just do this, so you put these two in, put some iron plates here, and I actually don't have one of those. I think that's just a normal iron thingy, basic machine casing here. And we can make these either with the wrench or we can make them with the machine parts here. I think there's like 2 different ones that you can use. There's also the, I think they're called machine hulls actually. Yeah, so you can use an aluminium machine hull, which is only 6 plates if you use the assembly machine. Or you can use iron. I don't know if you can actually use any others. Let's quickly just have a look at the casing again. Let's see, basic machine casing. Standard machine casing, that's the one. So you can use the basic, you can use the iron, you can use the aluminium, or machine box. I don't know how you make a machine box actually, let's just have a look. Aluminium machine hull with more machine parts. So that's just more advanced. Doesn't really help much. It's just more expensive. So basically it boils down to just making these with the wrench. Bam. Much easier. So we need a bunch of these. We only have enough electronic circuits to make one, but I am working on this. Basically, we need to make a lot of red alloy plates, and that uses a lot of power. And that's partly why I wanted to get the power increased, because we could store more, and thus we wouldn't have to babysit it nearly as much as we need now. Like pretty much I have to be wary not to put in too much energy so we don't go above the 40,000, because then we'll just start wasting fuel, and that's in no one's best interest. So with the upgraded system we could have 300,000 stored instead. So we got lead dust, we got sulfur dust, we got some bronze dust, which I guess we can just kind of cook up. And we have no bronze item casings actually. We need to roll some stuff. So let's get up here. Metal former, can we actually roll bronze in this? Yes, we can. If I recall correctly, this one uses a bit less power than the plate bending machine, so as much as we can, we want to use this one. But of course, we have everything going right now. We also have a large surplus of crucible, so let's just start the pump there and let it wreak havoc. While also filling in more coal coke here, because why not? Get all the machines going. We're not using the furnace right now, we're just macerating ores up here, and then making the awful racket you can hear in the background. 3 plates. I actually think, hold on, let me see. 2 item casings we get from each, yeah. And we need, let's see, 4 for 1 battery, so we actually need to get in another 2 of these. And then once that's done, we can roll it into item casings. We can make the batteries. Which, let's see, recipe here. Actually we need 5, god. So that means we need even more, because at the moment we're making 6 plates. That'll give us 12, we need 15, so 2 more. That'll give us 16. Which would match up. Now the plate bending machine we also need to get working on making more red alloy plates. So that's gonna take even more power, but as long as we have all the generators going right now, we should be fine on that. I'm just tired of babysitting it this much. So yeah, it'll be really good to get the full setup going. Now, in the meantime, there's one more thing I want to do. Basically, I am getting tired of searching far and wide to find rubber trees. I do have a couple close by, but I have set up this little pen out here as a means to getting rubber. I've just been using it as a general tree farm right now, but The idea was to replace all this with rubber trees. Hello. Useless people. Stay out. This is my area. My area. My area. No kids allowed. Get away. I don't get why the baby zombies are actually harder to kill than the standard zombies. They're faster, they do more damage, and they're harder to kill. Makes no sense at all. So yeah, tree farm, be gone. We need the space. All the space. So, also, since last time, I have been out mining a bit. Basically, there are certain ores in GregTech that are biome dependent. One of these is called cassiterite, another one is nickel ore. While none of them are really necessary for progress, some of them are really nice to have. Like, I've managed to find a cassiterite deposit, and basically what cassiterite does, if you click on uses here, you can see when you cross it with a hammer you get 2, when you cross it with a macerator you get 4 ore. So it gives off twice as much ore as you would normally expect. If you then cross it on a rock crusher, you can see you can even get 5. So it's really good. And I found a pretty large deposit of it, 64 plus 23. So yeah, that's pretty good. I also have a lot of tin ore just from mining general, iron ore, coal ore, that sort of thing. Lots of it. Emeralds that we can store over here in this chest, because that's kind of where we keep it. And we have a lot of birch wood on us. Let's put that in there. Find our rubber saplings. Grab some bone meal. Actually, we should probably cross this. Let's see. What is rock crusher gives 4, macerator gives 5. So let's use the macerator. Just let it finish that one pit of ore it's running right now. We got another 2 red alloy plates here. Let's put in another 2. And then we actually need to get in a couple of iron plates from down here. Because, of course, the whole making circuits thing is cheaper if we do it in the assembly machine, because we only need 3 copper cables rather than 6. So that's quite an improvement. Let's get this copper ore down in the rock crusher. Put it down here so that it finishes the lead first. And as you can see, there's a lot of things going on here. A lot of babysitting to be done. I just really want to get the the upgrader system here. But let us grab this bone meal. We can at least get some of the rubber trees grown. Get out here. See all these beautiful birch saplings that we have no use for. I think that's, yeah, I made this to be able to carry, or to have 9 trees in it with decent space between them, so I'm glad that seems to be working out. Also, rubber trees are really easy to grow, actually. Apparently they were not updated along with the rest of the Minecraft trees when the whole using more bone meal was implemented. So yeah, that was easy. Now we just need to kind of go out and bash the leaves at one point, but we got stuff to do. Get those in there, get 4 of those in there. See, we need more power because we're actually out. This one has emptied out, let's get the pump going again. This one's just sucking up so much power, it's ridiculous. And then let's get some copper cables, and also we can actually make the batteries now, so let's do that. We have the sulfur. We actually need some copper cables for that as well. Lead, sulfur, copper cables, and bronze atom casings. Did I? Yeah, there we go. 3 of those. And together with a copper cable and another 5 bronze plates. Good lord. Actually, we have 4 in here, so I just need to make 1 more. We can make the upgraded storage unit. So let's quickly try and see if we can clear some inventory space. Stuff. Things in the chest here. Put some stuff in this chest. Don't need all that on us. Feathers go in here, not the coal, just the feathers. And let's see up here. This one should be ready now to accept a couple of cables. There we go. You're supposed to make a socket now. There we go. Bone meal's done. This one. Plate bending machine. Going well. Did I not put a copper or bronze ingot in here? I thought I did. Or did I just put it somewhere? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Anyway, bronze plate. And another 4 bronze plates there. So actually we need... No, we got everything we need. Battery, battery. Battery. Copper cable. And bronze plates. There we go. CESU. I'm guessing it's something like creative energy storage unit. I don't know. Meh. But the thing is, we can't just hook this up because, as you can see, the output is 128 EU per tick. That's more than we can really use right now. So what we need to do is we need to if we attempt to hook this one up, we'll end up blowing up our machines again. Something I'm not really a fan of. So we need to make what is called a low voltage transformer. And the recipe for this involves a coil and let's see if we can find the right one. There we go. 2 insulated tin cables and some planks. We have the tin cables here. We even have the planks here as well. So let's just quickly do this. Grab those there and the coil here in the middle. Now we can hook it up. So what we want to do is get all our generators to store their power in this one. And then we want the power to go through the low voltage transformer into the bat box and then out into our system here. That's the only way to really do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn that off, pick it up, and we also need to pretty much like so. We have the low voltage transformer here. We need to inject it somehow in the system here between the generator and the bat box. Normally the best way to do this is to have a piece of cable in between, just so you can get around and orient things so they're the right way around. That's gonna be a bit hard with the generator here because we have to get in there and try not to be in the way. And at the same time, like, we need to place the CESU up there if we want to get the semi-flow generator from where it is right now, or we need to get a cable going up to it. It's gonna be a bit messy. Especially since we have the entire pipe full of creosote oil and we're trying to actually use it up right now. You know what, I'm gonna pause the recording until we have drained all the power out of the system, and then we can move stuff without having to worry about it, so I'll see you in just a bit. And there we have it. Energy has been pretty much completely drained out of the system, so we now have the opportunity to go and fiddle with everything here without causing issues. So let's grab that and just kinda do it step by step. So we need the low voltage transformer on top of here. And now the LV transformer has one side that is special. Also I can't jump high enough. Let us get something I can stand on. As you can see, this side is special. This is the side that accepts high voltage without breaking. So we need that up on top. Then on top of here we have 128 EU per tick, so we need the copper cable to handle it. We also want to set this to fixed step down, I guess. So we never end up stepping up. And then on top of that we need the new bat box here. Now the bat box needs to face the opposite way, it needs to face down. So that the power that it's generating is sent into the transformer. Like that. I think that should be sending down. Can I get higher? Yeah, it looks as though the different side is the one facing down. Okay. And then we pretty much just need the generators to be up next to this one. We can even save a bit of pipe there. And we can take the other generator here and put right there. It looks a bit funny, but it should work. Nothing should blow up here, everything should be fine. So, well, let's try it. So this one builds up to 128, and then it sends out one packet, which then gets sent down here. It splits up into 5 packets of 32, which is then sent down here and directly into the system. So that's why I never really see this updating. But you can hear the machines are actually working now. So also a metal electron, because I need this for the circuit boards. Now, I've been working a bit on the circuit boards here, of course, trying to get enough, or get them made. It takes a lot of power, so I thought that was a good way to kind of drain the system. But yeah, now we can pretty much just get pumping here and fill all the power we can into this, and it'll store up to 300,000 plus the 40,000 we have in here. So 340,000 total EU storage now, which is quite a bit better than what we had before. We can even, if we want to, put another generator down here to feed directly into the bad box. You know, if we just need extra power, but it really should not be necessary. So yeah, we don't have to babysit nearly as much now, so that's a good thing. I'll say it's a good thing at least. So we got 3 more of these circuits here, meaning we can make this recipe a couple more times. And then we need to decide where to put the blast furnace. I think we might actually have to build a dedicated structure for it. Maybe even move the entire workshop in here, in there, because at the moment, like, we have the entire thing there, and it's decent enough, I guess. But I think the blast furnace, it's a bit more serious business, and it might need a proper stone structure. So yeah, I'm considering whether we should try and, you know, build a proper stone structure for it, and just kind of get the workshop in there, and then leave this as, you know, nice living quarters, maybe. We'll see. Is there anything else that we can? No, I think we're gonna leave it here. It's been a nice episode. We've got a lot of things done. We got the storage system upgraded. We managed to recycle the last of our chest of shame, or the last at least that we could recycle. We have a good bunch of stuff made in preparation for the setting up the blast furnace. I don't think it burns off the building, but the blast furnace does need a lot of power. Like, if we just quickly look at some recipes, let's find a recipe for steel actually, or aluminium. So an aluminium ingot created in a blast furnace requires 1.2 million EU, or less if you have the aluminium dust. So getting pure aluminium dust would be a lot better before sending it in there, but that's kind of difficult because, well, the stuff that you're most likely gonna have is none of these. Actually, aluminiums normally come from bauxite. So bauxite dust is the stuff that you're gonna have. And bauxite dust can be electrolyzed in the industrial electrolyzer to pure aluminium dust. Okay, so that's doable. I think you might also be able to get this as a byproduct from something in the rock crusher. Yeah, well, crushed green sapphire ore, yeah, byproduct. So we can get a bit of aluminium that way, but not a lot. Not that reliable, at least. But I think the next step up would really be the industrial blast furnace. So we need to get that set up, and that means we need to make some advanced machine casings as well. In total we need, let's see, 12 or 9, 18 plus 16, that's 34. We need 34 casings in total for it. And I think like 8 of them has to be reinforced. So we need to get these advanced circuits going, and that's why it's a good thing we have the electrum from the lead ore. So yeah, I'm gonna keep working on that, getting the material done, and then perhaps next time we'll have enough to actually set up the blast furnace, and then we'll try and set up, like, I either in the basement or somewhere where it won't hurt too much if it put large stuff on fire. But we'll see. So until next time, I'm Jerry, this has been GregTech, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!